welcome to my 24th vlog. Yes, I'm back again after quite some time. As I told you before, I got married and went on honeymoon. That's why it took me quite a long time to finally get back on my channel. So yeah, this time I just came back actually 2 days ago, and I rushed to make this video because I wanted to post it as soon as possible, because I know that some of you are leaving for China maybe at the end of this month or probably the beginning of next month. So yep, just getting right to it, I am going to explain some of the things that you should prepare before you go, and also some of the things that you should bring. So okay, I have everything jotted down here in case I forget. So the first one is, okay, I'll start with the things that you need to bring. And of course, the first thing that you need to bring is money. Money. Okay, so actually, when you get there, I know that most of you are like scholarship students, so you will expect that you will get the money, and that's why you don't have to bring so much money. But actually, you do need to bring as much money as you can, because when you just arrive, of course, you're not going to get the scholarship money right away. They are going to set up a bank account for you, the Chinese local bank account. It depends on the university which one. For my university, it's ICBC, and ICBC is Industrial and Construction Bank of China, and every university has their own related bank. So yeah, normally they will already set you up into one bank account. They're going to give you the card, but you have to activate it, and it takes some time. Of course, you have to finish all of the administration process, and then only you're going to get your scholarship money, like probably maybe like half a month or even a month after you arrive. And of course, you have things to buy, especially because it's your first month. So the first few months will be the time that you need money the most, because you have to basically buy toiletries, buy cleaning equipment like soap for washing clothes. You need to buy like brooms and stuff like that. And basically, just to set up your room, you need to buy trash can, and if you want to cook, then you have to buy cooking equipments, eating equipments, and stuff like that. So yeah, you will quite need a large sum of money. So yeah, at least be ready for like, just bring as many as you can. But yeah, I think it should be around like maybe at least 5,000, at least 5,000 yuan. And I suggest you to change your money in your country instead of changing it to yuan in China, because in China it's very regulated, so you have to change it in like banks, and normally the rate is not so good. So for Indonesians especially, biasanya aku tuh tukernya di money changer namanya Peniti atau Indovalas. Itu dulunya dari Kelapa Gading, kalau nggak salah mereka ada cabang di tempat lain juga. Tapi dua tempat itu yang rate-nya paling bagus biasanya. Kalian cek aja di dua itu. Tapi kalau kalian memang nggak di Jakarta atau terlalu jauh, dan bisa cek money changer mana aja sih untuk tukar ke yuan duluan. Jadi kalian lebih baik harus tukar sebelum kalian berangkat ke China. And then for money issues, for example, if you're not scholarship student, of course you have to bring a lot of money, because you have to pay for a dormitory, you have to pay for a visa, you have to pay for tuition fee, lots of money. And tuition fee, normally they can give you like a bank transfer account, so you have to transfer it to that bank account from your own country. It's possible. But like dormitory fee, maybe it's not as big, then you can bring it in cash and something like that. Yeah, normally they will always ask you to finish all of your administration requirements as in the money. You have to pay everything before they can, basically enroll you as a student. And yeah, so again for the Indonesian, dulu tuh setahu aku ya, kan aku udah 5 tahun yang lalu tuh, waktu aku masih master, kan aku belum scholarship student ya. Itu caranya kasih duit tuh, mama buka bank account Bank of China di Indonesia, karena cuma BOC doang yang actually kind of connected to BOC in China. Sedangkan kayak ICBC ada di Indo, tapi itu nggak ada connection sama sekali sama yang di China. Jadi kamu nggak bisa itu yang namanya punya satu account terus kamu tarik dari sana gitu. It's not connected, so nggak bisa. Tapi BOC bisa, cuman in the end dari sana kalau kamu bawa ATM BOC Indo, kamu bisa tarik duit doang, only, nggak bisa transfer, nggak bisa apa-apa. Pokoknya nanti kamu cuma bisa tarik duit doang, dan itu kamu masih dikenai cas setiap kali kamu nariknya. Jadi very limited facilities juga sebenarnya. Atau kamu bisa tetap pakai kayak BCA Mandiri segala macam, bawa ATM itu, terus kamu ke Cina, kamu ke Tiongkok, kamu tarik dari sana bisa. Tapi ya rate-nya mungkin kurang bagus, kamu kena cas juga dan lain sebagainya macamnya. Tapi ya ada banyak teman aku juga sih yang mereka nggak buka BOC, jadi mereka cuma dari tarik dari BNI, tarik dari Mandiri dan lain sebagainya. Biasanya BCA itu bisa tarik di hampir semua ATM yang ada di Tiongkok, jadi itu juga salah satu cara. Tapi kalau kamu scholarship students, aku sih bener-bener ngerasa kalian cukup bawa cash yang kayak ya at least 3,000 to 5,000 yuan, and then after that you can live from your scholarship money. So yeah, you don't have to bawa ATM and stuff itu karena cost quite a lot of money to take money and stuff. And kalau kalian mau kayak Western Union kirim money dan segala macam itu juga butuh uang yang banyak, biayanya juga gede. Jadi aku sih saranin ya itu mendingan kalian bawa cash di awal kalau scholarship student, kalau enggak ya mau nggak mau ya dari ATM aja gitu. Okay, let me check again. And then kalau seandainya kalian, if you guys want to save some money, I suggest that you book a flight that will arrive during the day, because just to get from the airport to the university normally it will take quite a long time. And if you take a taxi first, because you're a foreigner, sometimes they're going to charge you much more than what's supposed to be. Yes, normally they don't do the meter. They don't really want to take you by meter. They will say like, okay, 200, 300 yuan, something like that. But if you arrive during the day, especially Wuhan, they have subway system that will take you straight away to the university or at least to the center of the city. So it's gonna be very cheap. Like it's only 7 or 8 yuan one way. But if you take a taxi, it will cost like 200 yuan or sometimes even more. Or if you can bargain, probably like 150. But I mean, you're new, so it's very difficult to bargain also. So yeah, and normally for Wuhan, the subway system runs from the airport only until like 9 or 10 p.m. So after that, it's going to be very difficult. And of course, if you arrive late at night, it's difficult to do anything, because then like to check into your hotel and stuff like that, that is also quite difficult. Because yeah, they will do like 24/7 service, but still more difficult of course. So yep, make sure you book your flight that arrives during the day. And yep, next, if you want to know like how much it costs every month, like monthly living cost, I have already a video about that, a vlog about that. Please check my channel, and then in my channel you can see a lot of other like how the dormitory looks like and stuff like that. So please do check my channel if you are going to China, because there are lots of informations, not just about the scholarships but also like the life there. And then that's it about the money. So please bring enough. And then the second most important thing that you have to bring are the documents. So these documents are of course the documents that the school has already told you to bring, like for example all of your visa requirements, and of course passport. You cannot leave the country without passport. And you can also bring like for example your transcript or your graduation certificate of your previous degree, and a lot of other important documents. Please do bring at least a copy of them. And actually yeah, if you can bring like real documents, that will also be good. And I think you need like a lot of the real documents as well, right? I'm pretty sure that the school has already informed you beforehand what are the documents that they need to enroll you into the school. And then of course the third one is you have to bring your personal medicine. So if you are ready with your own medicine, it's much better, because I have been in China for 5 years, but I think I have bought medicine like only once or twice over there. First is because of the language, so you can't really be sure what is inside the medicine. Second is, I don't know, I just don't feel very comfortable taking Chinese medicine that I'm not very well aware of. That's why like most of my friends, they also bring stuff like well, normal pills like for headache and stuff from Indonesia. So yeah. And then number 4 is basically food and drinks that are native to your country, because you're gonna miss them a lot. Of course, they'll be different. food in China. And like for Indonesian, actually they have almost everything in China, like Indomie and stuff like that. They have it, but it's more expensive, but you can get access to it. It's actually not that difficult to get those, especially Indomie. They sell it like in Walmart. Not very expensive, but more expensive than Indonesia. And then if you want to bring like just the cooking, like the sachets yang buat orang Indo tuh, kayak misalnya mau ada bumbu nasi goreng, bumbu apa, bagi yang mau masak. But personally I don't really like to cook because I can find cheaper food outside, I mean in the canteen and stuff, without having to spend so much effort, you know, washing the dishes and everything. But of course it will be cheaper if you cook, but yeah, then you can bring all of those food and stuff that you think that you're going to miss and you will need for like cooking and stuff, because it's native to your country. Okay, so those are the things that you need to bring. And then actually, okay, like some stuff that are very like I mean like dolls or like pillows or like bed sheets and stuff like that, you don't have to bring. Please don't bring too many of the normal stuff, because you will definitely be able to get those in China. You don't have to spend a lot of effort, because then you will be carrying more luggage. It's going to be heavier, and it takes so much more effort to bring something that is already available in the country. So from my point of view, don't bring anything unnecessary. Just bring, you know, like normal clothes and like underwear and stuff like that, and then that's it. And yeah, no need to bring like, yeah, don't be afraid. I mean, you will get access to all of the things in China. I mean, it's China. I mean, everything is made in China. So I mean, you're going to China, you will be able to find everything. So yeah. Okay, so those are the things that you need to bring. Now I am moving on to the things that you need to do. First is definitely download. Number one, Pleco. It's Pleco. I'm gonna show you like the app here, and then WeChat, Taobao, and Alipay. And also, last but not least, very important, VPN. So VPN, the last time that I was in China, I used Shadowsock as, okay, there you go. But it's different for Apple and for Android, definitely. Shadowsock is SHADOWSOCK. But once again, I use Apple, so I don't know whether it's the same for Android or not. And last time, this was the best free VPN that I got access to. And VPN is like, okay, so first of all, if you don't know what's VPN, it's an application in your phone that lets you access websites or apps that are not allowed to be accessed in the country. And the list is so long for China, because I think most of you already know you cannot access Google, YouTube, Line, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. All those things you cannot access in China. So welcome to China, where basically your phone becomes useless. And yeah, that's why you need to install VPN, and you have to install it before you get to China, because for example, Android, if you are using if you're using Play Store, which is a part of Google, you're not going to be able to access your Play Store. I think there is a Chinese version of Play Store. Maybe you can also download that, but I'm not very sure because I normally use Apple. And yep, you have to access and download all of these things before you get to China, because it's gonna be so freaking difficult to do it in China. And for Pleco, it is actually like, I think most of the foreigners who study in China, they will have this because it's very handy. The best part of it is that it does not need internet. So, it's a dictionary, by the way. It's a Chinese to English dictionary, English to Chinese dictionary, but it does not require internet. So once you download it, you can use it offline all the time. And that's why lots of people like it. But the bad part is that it will only translate word by word. So for example, you have a sentence, it cannot translate the sentence, the whole sentence. It will translate like every word in the sentence. Like even for example, just a very simple sentence like 这个多少钱? Like how much is this? They will translate like 这个多少钱? Like every word. So yeah, that's a bit difficult because then you have to combine it together, and then sometimes the meaning is like kind of mixed stuff. But it's very helpful because yeah, you can use it offline. So download that for sure. And then WeChat is because you want to communicate with your friends and your family, ask your friends, close friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, just your family and anyone you want to get in touch with, to download WeChat, because that's how you're going to be able to communicate with them. WhatsApp sometimes can be accessed. It's very weird because WhatsApp was blocked like later on. So sometimes you can somehow access WhatsApp out of nowhere, but most of the time you can't. And you can also download QQ. QQ is very convenient if you want to send files. I think most of the lecturers, if they want to send like files for the lectures, they are going to use QQ because it's more convenient than WeChat. So I also suggest that you can download that beforehand. It will be easier. And then Taobao is to shop. Yep. Now you are like, what, to shop? Why should I download that? But later you will thank me, because you can find everything in Taobao for a very cheap price. So definitely download Taobao. How to use Taobao and stuff, I was going to post a video about it also, but when you get to China, everyone knows how to use Taobao, so you can definitely ask just anyone to help you with that. But you do need to be able to read Chinese, unfortunately. If you search things up in English, it will show prices that are more expensive, unfortunately. So yeah, but you can use Pleco. So you translate it in Pleco and then you go and paste that into Taobao. And Alipay is a way for you to pay. Actually, WeChat also has WeChat Pay. So yeah, actually you can download both. I think you should download both because most of the time Alipay is more acceptable anyway. No, actually they also use WeChat Pay nowadays, but yeah, just download Alipay because you need that for Taobao. So Taobao is only connected to Alipay because they are from the same company, Alibaba, you know, right? Jack Ma. But WeChat is from another company, so you cannot pay things that you need to buy in Taobao using WeChat Pay. So yeah, just download them first, and then you can ask people in China to help you with the apps. But at least you get them downloaded beforehand to make it easy, to make life easier. And also, as I told you before, that everything related to Google is blocked. So like Gmail is blocked, and I really suggest that you actually make a Yahoo account or any other account that's not related to Google, like not Gmail, because the school is going to get in touch with you most of the time using email. And if you cannot access your email, you need VPN to access it, it's gonna be a headache. So you should definitely create a Yahoo account, or at least like other email accounts, to make your life easier, because yeah, you need email for lots of things, and you definitely need the one that is not blocked by the government. So yeah, and then after that you should learn some Chinese. Although you have downloaded Pleco, but you still need to learn some Chinese. Of course, when you arrive there, you will definitely have to use some Chinese. I'm not gonna teach you some here because I know you can get that materials from YouTuber, you can get it from everywhere. Yeah, just go learn a little bit of Chinese at least. And then you should get in touch with PPI for Indonesian, but I mean for foreigners, you should get in touch with the Association of Students in China of your country. So like if you're from Pakistan, I think there should be like a Pakistani Students Association in the city you're going to go to, like Wuhan or something. For Indonesian, jadi kalian tuh mesti banget kalau menurut aku get in touch dari sekarang sama PPIW kalau di Wuhan atau PPI manapun yang ada di kota yang akan kalian tuju, karena mereka pasti akan bantu dengan kalian nanti dijemput apa enggak di bandara. Terus sama kayak yang tadi aku udah bilang, kalau bisa flightnya during the day, karena mungkin orang akan willing to untuk take you from the airport kalau cuman cost kayak 8 yuan naik subway. Tapi kalau kamu nyampe kayak jam 1 pagi, 2 pagi, terus mereka harus jemput naik ke taksi bayar 100 yuan, kan juga kamu pasti kayak enak kan. Jadi ya, kayak PPI itu biasanya ada orang yang mau ngebantuin ngejemput ke bandara, terus mereka pasti ada aktivitas untuk penyambutan mahasiswa baru, terus mereka juga akan bantu kamu untuk komunikasi dengan orang sekolahnya dan sebagainya macamnya, jadi itu akan sangat ngebantu. Jadi aku lebih saranin kalian tuh udah langsung tahu gitu waktu kalian bakal sampai tuh bakal dijemput sama siapa, bakal kemana dan sebagainya, jadi kan udah plan out, karena itu juga bakal ngebantu kalian untuk kayak calm down kan, karena kadang-kadang kan mau pergi ke luar negeri tinggal di sana gitu untuk berapa lama kan pasti panik, tapi kalau udah kenal sama orang yang ada di sana bakal ngebantu banget. So just get in touch with them because they are going to give you a lot of help. And yeah, you need to book hotels because when you arrive, of course, you cannot right away get into your dormitory because it takes some administrative stuff before that. So I think you, especially if you arrive a bit late, like maybe at 9 p.m, of course, you cannot check into the dorm, but at least you should stay like a night or 2 nights in the hotel, so make sure that you book them beforehand. So yeah, and last but not least, it's not something that you need to do or bring, but you also need to prepare yourself mentally. What I mean by that is that you are going to a new country with a new culture. Although you, for example, you're also Asian, but I think different country will definitely have different culture and different habit, so don't be culture shocked when you arrive, because sure there are so many things that are so different compared to your country. So prepare yourself as in like that you're going to a new country, so you are the one that is supposed to adapt to the new surrounding, don't expect them to adapt themselves to you because you are the outsider, you are the foreigner, so of course you are the one who has to adapt to their environment and to their culture. And normally I have a saying like DIC, which is like this is China, so it's just a way to, sometimes there are things that you cannot understand, but you can only say that this is China, so you cannot expect them to behave the way that people behave in your own country, and you have to be open-minded about that before you go to the country, because then when you're there, you will suffer if you do not want to accept and embrace the fact that people are different. And this should be an eye-opening experience for everyone, because studying abroad is a very it's a very important experience that lots of people should definitely try to go for, because then you learn a new culture, you get more connection, and you will definitely learn more about your own country. I think I learned more about Indonesia when I was abroad compared to when I'm in Indonesia, because everyone will be asking you like, oh, you're from Indonesia, and what are the things that you have over there, what are the facts about your own country and stuff like that. So you will learn about your own country more, and yeah, it's a very interesting and very exciting experience. So look forward to it. Do not be afraid, don't be too nervous, calm down, chill out, it's okay, because everything will pass by. So even though when you arrive probably you experience some negative things, but just know that it's gonna pass, it's okay. Don't be homesick. I know lots of you will, but technology is very advanced nowadays. You can video call with people, you can keep in touch with your friends, and WeChat is also very advanced. You will get used to it soon enough. And actually WeChat is also like Alipay, they are like for Indonesian like Gojek, so you have everything there. You can order Titi is the go-kart version of China. You can buy food, order food, go food, you can buy movie tickets and stuff like that. So after sometimes you're going to get accustomed to the new culture, and it's gonna be fine. So yeah, so that's it from me. I hope that it really helps all of you, and once again, so sorry that I have been on a hiatus for the past few weeks, and I hope that I can still bring some China related materials, but maybe not so much. After this, I still have some left, but not so much, because I'm back in my own country. I finished everything. I'm not in China anymore. Of course, I cannot bring you always all of the China related contents. but I am going to bring you a lot of wedding related materials. I'm sorry for all subscribers who are not interested in that, but yes, I will, because I'm sure that some of you are also interested in that, about my honeymoon too and stuff like that. So yep, so I hope that it helps, and good luck to all of you, and congratulations if you got accepted for the CSC scholarship, and I hope that you have a wonderful journey in China ahead of you. So thank you so much for watching. See you in my next vlog. Bye bye.